Hi guys, and welcome back to the final Packalong video, where today we will discuss um, Heartsong, Feralsong, Lovesong Part 2, and the finale, Brothersong.
Wow,
And
that's
I
a
am
lot.
here with
Yeah.
two of my favorite people. Hope will join us in a moment. She's having technical difficulties. And I will let these lovely ladies introduce themselves. And also, everyone is wearing the color of their favorite book in the series. I am wearing purple for Brother Song, well, and kind of blue for Love Song, kind of all the colors, but this is the only shirt I had with purple. And I will let y'all continue. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Melanie from the channel Completely Melanie, and I'm guessing everybody here would know my channel already. But I co-host Seasonathon with Clint, and well, yeah, we're good buddies. I read lots of everything, and my favorite was Heartsong, though. Heartsong and Love Song Part 1, those were my top books.
You're wearing purple for Brother Song, though.
Isn't that what I said?
You said
Brother
Heart
Song.
Song.
Oh, whichever one was the last one. Brother Song. That's my favorite. Brother Song, and then Love Song Part 1. Those were my favorites.
Oh.
Hi, Trin.
Hi, Trin.
Oh, let me add her.
Oh.
And Hope's here.
Hey.
Yay.
Welcome.
Out.
And Karina, I will let you continue with introducing yourself.
So I'm Karina. You can find me on Instagram at She Dreams in Words. I'm wearing green for Kelly and Robbie in Heartsong. Although Love Song Part 1 is also a fave. It was hard for me to choose between blue and green. But Kelly, he has my heart. I love him. And
Gavin has my heart. He's my fave.
Gavin.
Oh,
Gavin.
love him. And I also have wine because this is going to be emotional. Very.
And Hope, if you want to introduce yourself.
Okay, hi. I'm Hope from It's Hope Books. I always am awkward with the introduction things. I always do it. I will never get used to doing it. And since apparently we're saying what color shirt we're wearing, I'm wearing yellow, mainly because I couldn't decide between like wearing purple and wearing yellow, and I don't own any purple shirts apparently. So my wardrobe made the choice for me on the favorite book.
By default.
Hope, this is the only thing I had with purple on it.
I don't even have anything that has anything like that. I have like purple pants, but they're in the wash.
You could have done like purple polish or something.
I could have.
Aw, thank you, Megan. Megan says, hi, I'm going to be honest. I haven't read any of these books. I just hopped on because I love you guys. We love you too.
Oh my gosh, like yesterday in the live I was in, nobody in the chat had read it, and they were just like, we're here for the drama of you arguing about this book.
And Trin is rocking blue.
Yeah, and Trin was one of those people that popped in and was like, haven't read the book, but here to support.
I definitely think you should read the books, Megan. Just a personal opinion.
Yes. Or just read anything by TJ Klune, and you're good with me. At this point.
Can't go wrong.
I've read it. I've read at least a TJ Klune book now. Like, when did we start this? Wolfsong? So at least one a month.
January, December, November, October. With Wolfsong. Well, Wolfsong was October. No, you guys read. Well, Karina, you and Kaylani read Wolfsong in October. We started November with Ravensong.
No.
I remember reading
because
it
it was in
October.
September on a live where it was mentioned doing it, and then we were like, oh yeah, for October.
Okay, then we started in October then.
So
So it was
October,
October,
November, December, January.
January. There's 4
Whoever
main
didn't
books.
read hasn't already like started Wolfsong. I think we just joined up in October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The girl.
We're just going to say
Yeah,
October.
I've been
Time
reading
is
at
but a
least one
concept, really.
TJ Klune a month since then. So, and I'm going to continue. I have one planned for March as well, possibly more. I don't know.
I have quite a bit planned for this year, which we'll get to part of that at the end of towards the end of this live show. Like I said, today we are discussing 4 things. We are going to discuss Heartsong, Feralsong, Feralsong and Lovesong Part 2 we don't really have to spend much time on, and then the amazingness of Brothersong and it being the best conclusion I think I have ever read for a series.
Yeah.
And that is saying a lot.
Incredible.
But anybody want to start with Heartsong and like their thoughts and stuff like that with Kelly and Rob?
I can't tell you how many times I cried.
Yeah.
I lost track after probably like 4 or 5. But to be fair, that's with every book in this series. I cried at least a couple times.
Yeah.
To be fair, Hope, it's every single book I've read by TJ Klune I have cried at. I have read 10 things of his so far, and I have cried at every last one.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll do it to you.
I don't think I cried in Heartsong.
Do we have to kick you off the live?
I think there are only 3 times that I've cried in this series. I believe it was Wolfsong, Lovesong Part 1, and Brothersong.
Fair.
Those are the only ones I've cried in. This one, Heartsong. If I include all the novellas and everything, Heartsong was. Let's see, there was 4 main books, 3 novellas, so 7. Heartsong would rank number 6.
Okay.
Ouch.
I mean, you gotta. One of them's got to be the top, and one of them's got to be the bottom.
I was gonna get to the ranking the series in a few, but ow, that hurt.
Okay, I didn't actually
I
write
mean,
this
thought
out
about
for ranking them. I'll be here
Sorry.
the whole live figuring that out.
Oh, that hurts.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I will say that I loved Heartsong, obviously. I think I noticed, like, especially with Brothersong, every book has its own version of like a second chance romance, and that is like my favorite thing ever. I just loved it. I loved it so much.
I gave it 4 stars. I'm not saying I hated it. I did give it 4 stars.
Well, you didn't give it 5, so
No, only two of them got 5 stars from me.
Brothersong and
Lovesong Part 1.
Oh, Lovesong, yeah.
oh, okay.
Those are the only ones that got 5 stars. And
The whole series
one
was 5
got
stars for
3.5.
me.
Yeah.
The one that I ranked number 7 got like 3.5 stars.
Was that Feralsong?
Mm-hmm.
Because the audio.
It's the audiobook. It might have been different if I physically read it, but that audiobook killed me.
You know what's funny is I listened, I think I told you guys about the audiobooks, and I listened to Love Song Part 2, but it was Love Song Part 1, like parts 19 to the end, I think. So it wasn't even really Love Song, but I still listened to it anyway because I loved Love Song, so it didn't bother me.
Seeing as we're talking about rating, for you guys, we've already known Mel's answer. What is your least favorite in the series?
I'm going to say the same, Feralsong.
Because I would say Feralsong and Lovesong Part 2 are kind of tied as my like least favorite.
Yeah, I remember just not almost being like, okay, I have to read them to get them over with. But that's kind of how I felt. Not that they were bad, but it was just more of like, to get the whole story, I have to read them.
Mm-hmm.
My thoughts about Feralsong, yeah, part of it was the audiobook, but part of it was also the fact that it just didn't seem necessary. Like that seems like it should have been either included in either Heartsong or Brothersong. It should have just been included in one of those, and it didn't have to be its own separate thing.
I will state, yes, I gave Feralsong and Lovesong 5 stars, but that's just, I think it's just because of my love for these characters. Like,
yeah, I didn't really rate the novellas much. I was just kind of like, oh yeah, this is really good. On to the actual next book, which I then would give 5 stars.
See, give me a shopping list from these characters' point of views. I will probably give it 5 stars. These are legitimately my favorite characters of all time. They have beat Akatar's characters. They have beat Infernal Vices for me. It's just like there's something about this wolf pack that will forever sit in my heart as like I am part of them.
Well, yeah, I know. I feel that. I remember seeing on Instagram a few days ago somebody was doing like doing their own read through of the series, and part of me was like, is it too early to reread it? Even though at that point I had finished the series maybe 2 days prior, and was already like, when can I do a reread of this series? That has never happened where I finished a series and immediately gone, okay, let's plan a reread.
I will reread this every year. Like, I may not reread the novellas, but the books themselves, like, I already know the novella. Lovesong, I will, but I just have to prepare myself for Elizabeth and that heartbreak and then just everything.
Few tears.
Yeah, that ripped my heart out. That first Lovesong, I was just like,
I think I had to like stare at a wall and cry for like 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
I will honestly state TJ Klune knows how to write honest, realistic characters, even if they are in like a fantasy kind of setting. It's just like you feel for them. Hell, like I was telling them, I just finished Bear, Otter, and the Kid by TJ Klune, the first in the Seafarer Chronicles.
Didn't you message me like immediately after that and just being like, I cried, I gave it 5 stars or something like that?
I was telling Mel when I was reading it, I was like, I don't know if it's actually going to get a 5 star. It's like it's a good book, but it's like nothing has like fully hit me yet. And then the 9-year-old boy opened up his mouth and asked a question about Otter being gay, and then talking about love and how it's all you're allowed to love who you love and stuff like that. And I lost it. Hearing a little kid's honest reaction to a gay romance, just like, and not understanding why people don't support that. Like, I lost it. I was like, okay, 5 stars. I don't care anymore. Fuck you, TJ Klune.
I don't even know what that book's about, but I'm definitely going to read it.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know what it was about.
I'm like, okay, reading it.
I will warn y'all, the writing style is a little different because it's one of his first books he wrote. And there is a letter at the very beginning that may give you a headache because of how it's written, but it's written in a way where you have to read it with a country accent.
oh. That's the book that you read the little excerpt from. That's not a book I will read.
Sed is spelled S-E-D. Red is spelled R-E-D. Because is B-E-C-U-Z. It's like little things like that. That's just like, I had to read that letter like 4 times at first because it was just like, how do I comprehend this without my brain hurting?
Yeah.
So I just broke down
like throughout the book or something.
And only when she talks, and anytime it's mentioned about her in a past story, she is literally the only character that talks like that. And it just also, this is a book with a scene in it that made me violently angry, and I wanted to physically kill a character in a book with my bare hands, and I have not wanted to do that since Lilith in Accursed, Dark, and Lonely, or Umbridge in Harry Potter. It's like there's a scene in there that is more vicious than Umbridge ever thought of, and I just yeah.
Moving on. Back to Heartsong.
Back.
Back on track.
Well, did you see what Trin wrote? She said she started Lovesong. I'm excited for your journey.
Yay!
So excited for your journey. Have
I
your
don't know if
tissues.
I'm ready to cry. Was it you, Karina, that sent me the video earlier that was on TikTok about the whole only book talk would discuss where, oh, this book destroys your soul and like you're gonna bawl your eyes out, and the rest of us are like, perfect.
Yeah.
We're like,
Go.
add it to the cart, but
Yeah.
Hand it
We'll be
here.
reading it
I will
next week.
devour.
I feel like that's exactly the series.
Yeah, I don't completely agree about the loving it more than ACOTAR or the Infernal Devices.
yeah, that I'm like, I don't say that much, but it's like up there with those.
I very much enjoyed it. I very much like it. I'll keep it. I'll probably reread it in the future. But for me, it is definitely not like it doesn't.
See,
There's
didn't hit
Infernal
you as hard.
Devices. There's ACOTAR.
It's like maybe top 10 favorite series for me at least.
I meant by like found family, like friend group to me, it beat ACOTAR just by a hair. Like it was fighting with the ACOTAR Night Court group.
And then for me, it's like just a little bit behind.
Yeah, it was like a little bit, but I think what did it was Carter and Gavin just like sent it over the edge a little bit.
I would put it over the Throne of Glass series, but for me, not over ACOTAR. But that's just
Yeah, I
my
can agree
personal
with that.
preference. You know, I love me some retellings and stuff, so.
Right.
True, and I love me some
ACOTAR
werewolves.
is nowhere close to an actual retelling, but it's very sort of one.
It's loosely based.
Very much.
So, anything in Heartsong that happened that you guys want to talk about? Like, because we're just going to be talking about the series as a whole, pretty much in this.
I found it really interesting that in that book, it skips ahead quite a few years, and they've all been established for a few years
like
now.
At least,
I think it was like 7 years or something like that.
What doesn't have been that far? It was like 4 maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I remember at the beginning when we first kind of found out about like Robbie losing the memories. I kept on trying to be like, I only think I brought out a pen and paper to try to write out, based on my knowledge, the entire timeline of the series to place how long it would have been. And I think I gave up halfway through and was like, it's been time.
I do believe it might have been 7 years. If it wasn't 7, it was 5. It was something like that.
Well, I believe there was something like he had been with them for 7 years, and
probably from when he's introduced in Wolfsong. That's what I understood.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's what I
right,
understood,
Hope.
and then
Hope's right. He was.
I think he had been with Robbie had been with the group for 7 years.
From the point that he wasn't
then
with
he
them,
was gone.
It was
4 years.
It was either 3 or 4 years then.
That's what I was saying.
I think it was 4 years from the time he disappeared.
And then not for a few years.
But not from the time he disappeared, but from between Wolfsong and Heartsong was 4 years. From the time Robbie was introduced has been 7 years.
Yeah, that's what I understood.
But anyway, I like the fact that there was like, a lot has changed since this last book.
Yeah, a lot has changed, and you're gonna kind of explain it, but not like go into like heavy detail of like this and this and this and this and this is what happened. It's more of like, oh yeah, this happened. Continue on.
So not.
Oh
this.
yeah, this happened.
I liked that you got background story, but it's not like this.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like automatic where you got 100% background story.
Oh yeah, like for the main 4 books, I will say, I do think Ravensong is my least favorite solely because of that first chunk feeling almost like
too much.
But the rest of them felt.
You know
better.
what? Yeah, you know what? I think Heartsong goes over Ravensong. So I think Heartsong would be number 5.
See, and I get where y'all are
Ravensong
coming
would be
from
number 6.
with Ravensong, but I also feel like if we didn't have that chunk, we'd feel like we were missing something.
Yeah. We wouldn't have a lot of
Like-
the knowledge that we needed for Brothersong too.
It just
Because
felt like it was so much backstory. And it was like, okay, I get the backstory, but why is it so
The
much?
backstory could have been like
when
a
is
couple
something actually going to
chapters
happen?
shorter
yes.
to make it like amazing.
But I will state the foreshadowing we got in that, and then in Brothersong, which we'll get to in a second, just like the little bit of foreshadowing of certain people's character as a person. But speaking of Heartsong,
Yes.
Team Human.
Team used to be human.
Thoughts on that?
Team what humans?
Oh my god.
I mean, Team Human is technically now just Jesse, but still, it's
Right.
Jesse and Bambi. But
Yeah.
Not by the end.
yes and no. We'll get to that in a moment.
Now I know you said you didn't cry in Heartsong, but I feel like I cried the most during Heartsong. I don't know. I can't even explain why.
What broke you in Heartsong?
I think just the devastation, like of Robbie. You know, his memories getting stifled and taken away. Like that just hurt my soul so much. And Kelly, like, how can you not have a soft spot for Kelly? Oh, I don't even have words. I cried more in Heartsong than I did in Wolfsong, which is saying a lot because I cried literally every page.
I think I did cry the most in Wolfsong, hence why it's the favorite. But
Brothersong, I cried the most in Brothersong.
And I cried in all of them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't even remember how many times I cried in each book and at what moments.
You
I feel like
can't
I was
count the amount
crying more
here.
than I wasn't.
My biggest emotional cry was definitely Brothersong. Does that?
I will also state I like the fact of the asexual representation in Heartsong and how well it was discussed. And then it was later discussed more in Brothersong with another character as well.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of cool. But
Platonic mates.
okay, but and actually, yes, Bambi and Jesse are the only humans besides technically the town.
Not by the end.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Bambi, like at the end, I'm pretty sure Bambi is a wolf.
Where did
at
you
the
get
very
that?
end?
Did we read the same book? Because
She might be right because I do remember Bambi getting bit.
And when they all, like, at the very end, when they all go running in the woods, pretty sure Bambi's a wolf.
technically, you can also count the kid for
But
human.
Joshua?
Yeah, both of them are wolves, but the kid is not.
Yeah, because of being conceived before
Okay.
Rico.
I thought you were
I
implying.
know that Jesse gets bit because they talk about her.
Oh.
But that's a
at the
different.
very end.
No, that's not a bite of turning her into a wolf. That was a mating bond
Agree.
with. That was a mating bond with Dominique.
Isn't Dominique a wolf?
Yes,
Yeah.
but Dominique
she
can't. But
You
Dominique can't turn her because she's not an alpha. Only an alpha can turn a human into a wolf.
Okay.
I was like, I didn't understand that. Now I do.
Okay. I was like, well, she got bit by a werewolf. Isn't she gonna be a werewolf?
In normal sense, yes, but in this
Yes.
world, only an alpha can turn someone into a wolf. But what were y'all's thoughts on? Oh,
I'm trying to find somebody.
does it? Robert in this one as Ezekiel? And do y'all guys really think Robert Livingstone really cared for Robbie the way he said?
No,
Mm-mm.
absolutely not.
I like to say is like what I was thinking when I first read it is like Robert thinks he cares, but actually doesn't.
No, yeah.
He thinks he has that connection and thinks he cares, but in reality is just using.
I think it was more of this is my toy, don't touch.
Yeah, like
it's his claim on Robbie. He's mine. You can't have him.
Right.
Which is where that thinking that he cares kind of would be of like, but
I think
in more of a possessive way than an actually care.
I think to go off of what Hope said, like I feel like he wanted, like he missed his son and wanted that connection so bad. He was like trying to force something with Robbie, kind of a thing.
But in that sense, which son was it that he missed?
Gavin.
Because I don't think he ever truly like cared for Gordo. Period.
I think he just wanted to take from the Bennetts.
Yeah, take something that was
the way he feels the Bennetts have taken from them. He wants to take from them.
Yeah, he wanted to hurt them. Yeah, I agree.
Before we move on to Brothersong, any other last minute things with Heartsong? Because I know, Karina, you really, really loved Heartsong. I didn't know if there was anything you wanted to bring up.
As sad as I didn't take any notes on Heartsong, like I did with the last 3.
I think I had a random note written down. I don't know if I still have them. Quickly checking my phone, but something to do of Robbie and his glasses and finding out why they're so important with him.
Yeah,
I like that.
I cried at that. That is one moment I cried. I was like, oh my gosh! And then like obviously like Gordo always joking about them,
but Gordo
kind of like adds to it of like you're making fun of something that's the only thing that he has left of his mother.
But there is a scene, I can't remember if it was at the end of towards the end of Heartsong, or if it's in Brothersong, of Gordo putting the glasses on Robbie and was like, now you look like you.
I think it's Heartsong.
Yeah, I think it's the end.
I was thinking it was Heartsong, but it was like that scene in itself just broke me. I was just like, oh, the brother bond they have.
Do you remember the video I sent you of me bawling?
Oh God, yes.
It was over the letters that was found that Thomas wrote, and I was crying before any of that. The letters were read. It was just, oh my gosh, because I'm such a simp for Thomas. So literally any flashback to Thomas, any mention of him, I'm bawling instantly.
I love how throughout the series, it started out like Thomas is this amazing person, and he was this amazing person. But they also show, he made mistakes. He wasn't perfect. He may have made the wrong choices at other times, and there were things he did that wasn't great. They made him more human throughout instead of him just being like a superhero, pretty much.
Yeah, like a god kind of god figure.
And I like that nobody's going to be perfect all the time.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to parenting, because it's like just doing the best you can. You're making the best choices that you can at the time, and later those choices may come back and bite you in the butt, and you may have a kid that hates your guts because of your choices, but
that's a little
anyway.
Mel's not pissed at all. But yeah, I like the fact that in this it showed the humanity of Thomas. That yes, he's a wolf, but he's still human.
Hi, person.
Also, can we sit there and talk about how badass Bambi is just for a
Love
second?
Bambi.
Of all the random people to love Rico,
Oh my
it
god.
is
Like,
Bambi
of course,
all
it's
people.
somebody that is like, just trying to remember how I first described her when I was thinking of her is like, just like complete badass, almost without trying.
Yeah.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
But
Hello again, person.
freaking
Not paying attention.
Bambi. I think of all characters, Bambi's the one that would scare me the most.
Oh yeah, I
they're
would run
rolled.
for the hills.
I would
Yeah.
never want to piss off that
Especially
woman.
if she showed up with like a gun, I'd be like, "What do you want? What do you want me to do? I'll do it."
I think
Versus,
Jesse's
like-
scarier than Bambi.
I could see that too, but like,
Yeah.
could you
No,
imagine
the two
pissing?
of them come at you together. You better just start running.
Is it
But
bad?
versus if it was any of the wolves like in their wolf form, you'd probably just be like, "I
If-
want a hug."
If things hadn't worked out with Rico, I so would have wanted to see Jesse and Bambi
Oh
together.
yeah, that would be fun.
Listen,
He would be chopped
Our
into a
couple.
million pieces and thrown across the world.
Oh my gosh. And then Rico, how he became not Team Human anymore.
that
I
hurt.
cried so much.
Oh, I bawled. Him stepping in to protect Robbie and
Mhm.
getting
Yeah, especially after, him being pissed off at Robbie because of what he did to Chris and Tanner.
But that
I'm
shows
just
just
tearing up
like
at the
no
thought
matter
of
how
it.
mad
Yes.
you can be at a person, you can still
You
like
still love them.
love them and you
Yeah.
still want to protect them and keep them safe.
Mhm. I agree.
I'm trying to think of what is specifically Heartsong now that we've read Brothersong. Seeing as I had to cancel the Heartsong live show.
Yeah.
So I'm having issues with that right now because I'm trying to keep them separate.
To be fair, I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, which book was that?
I was like, that was a bit ago. That was like in the middle of December when I read Heartsong. So I'm like,
I think, I read it at the beginning of the year, so it's a little fresh.
Oh, I read Brothersong last week, and I'm still like the whole series is kind of slowly like mushing together
Merging
in my
to one,
brain.
Oh,
well, we'll just move on to Brothersong and just talk about the series as a
Well,
whole.
what about
Yeah, and then if
the
there's
in-between
things-
stuff?
Oh. What are y'all? Any thoughts on Feralsong and Lovesong Part 2? Besides the fact that Feralsong should
Okay.
just been a part of one of the books.
I really liked Love Song Part 2, getting to continue in Elizabeth's head and seeing her like fight to succumb to the depression that was kind of eating away at her.
Mhm.
Oh gosh, yeah. The way TJ Klune writes about grief, it's so spot on and it just makes me bawl.
You need to read Under the Whispering Door
I
then.
know.
Just with that statement you said just there,
Next
Under the
month.
Whispering Door, just read it.
Okay, let me see. I have a few.
I've already established that I need
Ooh, I have-
special editions of these books where the short stories are included in the special edition, like hardbacks with pretty covers. Everybody's doing these indie
Yeah,
public
that is
books.
a special edition series that I don't care how broke I am, how in debt I am, I would sell a kidney for that.
Hello?
Yeah.
I have never said that about any other series because a lot of them you're like, they're pretty, but and this I'd be like, they're pretty and I need them like yesterday.
I will sell my soul for a special edition.
Those are the Fairy Loot editions, right? Well,
There's some Fairy Loot. There's some Illumicrate. There's a few special editions over there.
I have a whopping
my
special
Illumicrates are over
editions
there.
I have, quite a bit myself.
This is a series that if I need someone to pick this up and just give us a amazing, like revamp covers, revamp everything, hardbacks,
Oh,
sprayed edges. I need signed copies. I need it.
I would
Even
love
if they
that.
don't include the short stories in it, put it in a pamphlet.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
what if
like
TJ
have-
Klune was like one of the authors that went to like Y'all Fest or something?
Oh, I would be there in a heartbeat.
I
Okay,
would-
Clint, question.
Sad
If
that I can't
TJ
go.
Klune were to be at Y'all Fest this November,
No.
the second weekend of November, if he were to be there, because you're supposed to be getting married the week before Y'all Fest. If he were going to be at Y'all Fest, would your honeymoon be in
I
Charleston?
was gonna say honeymoon.
Yes,
honeymoon
do
at
it.
Elvis.
Do it.
Honeymoon, no, but we would put off the honeymoon for a couple of weeks while I went to Charleston.
Oh my
Listen,
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I'd sell something to be able to go and be like, here's all my copies of all my TJ Klune. Please.
Yeah.
Love
Give a
you.
whole case of just TJ Klune books. That would be so cool.
Listen. But
Okay, so for Lovesong Part 2, can I say something real quick?
yes,
You'll notice the way TJ Klune kind of talked about the abusive relationship of Ox's father, like in the end. Like I thought that was so cool.
Mm.
I can read it if you want, because I have a little quote. It was like towards the end. I remember it said, "Let's see. I think he was talking. Was he talking to Elizabeth? I can't remember."
I think so.
But he said, "You gave me purpose. You gave me direction. I was adrift, I think, lost in the sea of my father created. He had this way about him, sucking us in and letting us drown, even as we begged for him to save us. Sometimes he did, but he was always there to throw us right back into the water." I was like, what the heck? That, like, hurt. That one hurt.
Again,
Like,
someone needs to ask TJ Klune, who hurt you?
please. Inquiring minds need to know. I just thought it was amazing. And
That
Elizabeth, like, feeling responsible for Maggie's death because of, like, them sucking Ox into their orbit.
If it I wanted, if Maggie didn't die, I kind of wanted Maggie and Elizabeth, like a mini of they're both just strong, powerful women in a sense of yes, they've already had their loves. Like Elizabeth had her greatest love,
Yeah.
but
Well,
Maggie.
she did love Maggie. You know, this was in just that short period of time.
Yeah.
Became her best friend, and she loved her.
But I could have seen it blossoming for more, and Thomas approving of Thomas being, you deserve love right now.
Are we going to talk about that Brothersong moment? I'm just curious. About Thomas. That discussion.
Oh God. Yes.
Okay.
Which discussion?
Okay,
Yeah,
we're on Brothersong. You started it. Let's go.
I'm like,
Oh, sorry, that's my chair so freaking loud.
Okay,
I'm gonna let you bring it up because you're the one that wants to talk about it.
What was Joe, Kelly, and Ox, and one of the boys was like, I think Dad loved Richard more than just a platonic. love. So I thought that was interesting because, like, it kind of makes you think, like, if that were the case, how much more devastating his betrayal would have been with Joe and everything. And it kind of made me wonder. I was like, a bi king? Excuse me?
See,
Okay.
in that sense, the way I took it is, yes, he loved him more than like a friend or a brother. I pictured it kind of like, I'm gonna use one of Mel's favorite series in a sense of the Parabatai kind of bond that like Alec and Jace have. Like Alec loves Magnus, but he loves Jace just as much, and that's kind
In a
of how
different way.
in a different way, and that's kind of how I saw it. It was like a step beyond family.
Yeah,
I can see it as that.
I think that's a good way to put it. I kind of took it as the not just as a friend, but as a brother. Like, you know, it was just a deeper kind of love than that.
I can see that. Yeah.
Not as a
like a love
sexual thing, because
it could have been and it could not have been. It's something that we're never gonna know.
Like open to interpretation,
open to interpretation. But I loved that moment where the three of them were talking, the brothers, about being wolves, and Joe just going, "I wish I wasn't king, and I could just be a regular wolf, and we could just be brothers, and nothing, no heartache and stuff like that." And the foreshadowing that gave us.
Little did we know.
Wow.
Pretty sure I cried at that of like that conversation, and then obviously where the story went, you were like, "Oh, you basically told us what was going to happen."
Like, that makes sense.
So I told Clint this like after, you know, after I'd gotten past the whole ox thing, that just made me bawl my eyes out.
Mommy literally
I was
like start crying.
I was actually thinking earlier in Brothersong, and this is gonna sound like blasphemy to y'all. I'm sorry.
Your mouth's just kidding.
But I was actually getting tired of the whole ox and werewolf Jesus and all of that stuff. And I was just like, okay, we get it. He's special. Yeah. We don't know what's special about him, but he's special. Okay.
Right. Like they kept hinting.
And then it was like, that was like just minutes before I had that thought, minutes before the thing happened. Oh. And then I'm like, oh God, never mind.
I take it back.
You're like, I didn't mean what I said. No.
I'm like, okay.
I will say it. The oxen, yes, I cried my eyes out, but the minute Elizabeth was thrown across, I was like, please tell me that did not. What I think just happened did not just happen, because if it did, TJ Klune, you and me are going to fight, kill anyone else. Don't hurt my Elizabeth.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh yeah. I literally was like, not that I thought Elizabeth was going to die, but I was like, if that happens, I would have DNF'd the book right then and there. I don't care if I had 5 pages left. Nope.
Yep, I was right there going, TJ Klune, like, I will never read another book of yours. I'm done. Don't you dare hurt my baby. Elizabeth is queen.
I was just like sobbing, like, please don't do anything to her, please.
When that happened, I was driving. I was on my way to go pick Xander up from school. And that happened. I went, oh. And I just drove like that.
Holding your breath.
And pretty much. I was just like.
And then you let the breath.
And then it was talking about, you know, the other things, and you know, she was okay. And so I'm like, still like, oh God, something bad's gonna happen. Who's gonna get hurt?
Oh.
And then it happened while I was sitting in the school parking lot. And I'm like, he's like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine.
I just need a minute.
It's like, don't ask.
Clearly, I am fine. Thank you.
But let's talk before we get to all of that. Gavin and Carter's relationship.
That is my favorite.
Oh.
I was gonna say, I think one of my favorite relationship, like how it develops, that I have read in a book almost. Like it's
love
just
stupid Carter.
I know. Oh my God.
Oh. But I have a quote marked. It's the only mark I have in the entire series.
Tell us.
But this line, this like little bit, I bawled my eyes out because it's literally how I feel about Sterling, just put in like werewolf form, kind of. It's like, it's hard to explain, but the only person I can think of when I read it was Sterling, and I literally had to sit down the book because I was violently crying.
Aww.
And it's not even anything like super big, or like it is, but it isn't. Let me just read the
All
quote.
right, just read it, please.
It was it was warm like a summer day. It was candy canes and pine cones. It was epic and awesome. It was dirt and leaves and rain. It was grass and lake water and sunshine. It was a forest so alive, so untouched. Just that part there
Oh,
of, it's a combination of all four couples and
yeah.
how they feel and how they smell their other significant other. And just that last line of, it was a forest so alive, so untouched. I'm tearing up just thinking of it.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
those words. Ugh.
It just touched your soul.
I know that almost like touched me too. I was like, oh my god, I hope someday that I can find somebody that makes me feel the way that these characters feel for each other.
Yeah. Ugh.
Because if you think about it, Sterling is so chaotic of a person.
And you're
it's
not.
like, okay, I am chaotic, let's be honest.
You're both chaotic, hence why you're perfect for each other.
But he seems, okay, my chaotic is, you see it, it's everywhere. He's a little bit more subtle with his, and it's literally like you enter a forest and it's like so silent and then it starts. It's like literally him. And that
No.
line of the whole, a forest so alive, so untouched, just,
Oh,
I
that's
can't.
so sweet.
I can't.
That's so sweet.
Whew. But their relationship, I liked how it mirrored Gordo and Mark's relationship. It kind of mirrored, in a sense. It was like Gordo and Mark were my favorite until them,
Mhm.
and then it clicked in my head that this couple has what Gordo and Mark were lacking. That
When
freshness.
when Mark and Carter were talking, and he was like, "Oh my God, there's another one of us."
Yeah.
No, I have somebody I can relate to.
Oh my god! And Robbie in this book, how jealous he was of Gavin and
Mhm.
Gordo's relationship.
Yeah.
It was just so adorable that
Robbie
I'm like,
felt like he was almost going to be like replaced.
I was like, boy, chill out.
It's like, no, there's room for there's room for everybody.
Enough room for everyone. Yeah.
I loved how
Mm.
innocent Gavin seemed, even though he was a grown man. Like the way he spoke and stuff, it was kind of with an innocence and like
Yeah.
bad wolf and I'm a good wolf, and I'm just like, yes, you're a good boy. I just think about Einstein. I'm like, you're a good boy.
Like,
To me, that's like Gavin and Einstein are the same.
but it's like, if you think about it, it shows the trauma Gavin's gone through. He's been
Yeah.
a wolf, stuck in wolf form for so long, and stuck as an Omega of feeling like he's
Mhm.
bad and evil and everything he does.
It's just being used.
Yeah, because I don't think it's ever stated how long Gavin is stuck in wolf form.
I don't think it does either. I think it's more of like an implied year.
Yeah, it's like, so when you think about that, all of the like development you would do as a human in however many
Yeah.
years, none of that he was able to have. So he's still easily like, even if it's been however many years.
They did state that he was a teenager when he got bit.
So it had to have been.
And it was shortly
easily
after
12
that.
years.
It was shortly after that he was an Omega.
Yeah, so he wouldn't have been able to
15,
experience
16 years.
life as like an adult.
Yeah.
So it kind of not fully reverting back to like the teenage years, but that's the last thing as a human he remembers.
But also the fact that you go so long without doing something, you're gonna kind of forget how to do it. And I like how the words would get lost in his head, and he would get frustrated.
Yeah, because he wasn't used to speaking, wasn't used to having to form sentences. Therefore, he almost forgot how to do it.
And you know, it's funny because I understand that frustration because not too terribly long ago I had a really bad concussion, and like it caused I forget what the word is, but fever with the brain, and there was so much I couldn't do because of it, and it would make me like mess up my words, and I couldn't get the thoughts out that I wanted to get out, and it was so incredibly frustrating because it was just jumbled. And I was like, I could feel him there. I could feel that frustration. I knew that frustration, and how aggravating that can be to not be able to get the thoughts that you want to get out, and they're just stuck in your head.
But I will also state there was one thing that kind of like my brain was having slightly issues to understand how it was written, in the sense of when it came to Gavin. Of this is where I'm like, when was he a human? When was he not? Like, it's where like this comes into play. Is like when him and Carter mate, and Carter's like, I don't know how to do this. He's like, I do. Stop. I'm like, did you mate as a human, or did you do some things as a wolf? Like, I'm confused on how you know how to do
Yeah,
that.
I was confused on that, and I was just like, you know what? Just do what you gotta do.
He was a teenage boy.
Or was it
before he got bit?
Or was it one of those things of your brain just automatically, because he's been a wolf for so long, that it's like he's relying more on instinct than he does knowledge, that when it comes to sex with his mate, he's just like instantly of, I know how to do this and I know how to walk it through because it's instinct.
Yeah.
That's something that we'll never know and is left up to your interpretation.
But
I don't know. I mean, he was prepping himself and everything.
I know, right?
Like, that's not instinct.
But he does.
That's not instinct. There, that's a
but the prep
experience.
Yeah.
But my thing is, did Gavin get a hold of the book that was left on Carter's bed, and he had someone read it to him or explain how to do things? Because Gavin was the type of person.
Now I'm just imagining who would sit down and like read the book to him.
I think you know,
I could see Joe doing that though.
He was a teenager before he was ever a wolf.
I mean, there were pictures.
I'm sure he did something before he was ever bitten. And I thought I remembered there being a conversation somewhere in there about having had done things in the past. Like I wasn't expecting this person to never have done anything.
Hi, Tracy. But can we talk about that book for a moment?
I'm actually interested.
I died laughing. I died laughing.
I was like, really? This would be something that Joe, Kelly, and Mark would do?
No, I'm just sitting there thinking, like, whose idea was it? And the thing is, did they all read it together and make comments together? Or was it like just making comments together, just chatting? Or was it like one person read it, wrote their notes, then handed it to the next person?
Right,
and then the person at the end would have had to know, like,
I was like, oh.
Did they just like sit down at the dining table, just like, okay, let's read through this book. Okay, page 1.
Page 76 you're not ready for.
Yeah.
Which I want to know what is on page 76.
Yes. Where you
because
have to
I'm like,
drink water, so you have to stay hydrated, you have to stretch.
I'm thinking in my head, I have done a lot as a gay man. So I'm like, and I've seen a lot like in research and stuff
goodness.
when I was a teenager. So I'm just like, what was on that page that was so terrifying?
You have to let us know if you figure it out, please.
I wonder, did it say what the title of the book was?
It did, and it was like a book from like the 70s.
What was it?
So it's a real book?
I think so.
Okay, well now we
Then
can
get
read
the
that
book.
book and do a live show on
The
it.
Joy
Oh.
of Gay Sex.
Side note.
Was that it?
something
The
that's
Joy of
here.
Gay Sex?
Yeah,
I
page
think so.
350.
All right, hold on.
Wait, what?
I
know
got
this
it the
isn't-
other day.
I know it's not TJ Klune, but I'm excited.
Me too.
Hold on, what do you have? Because I'm not on the screen where I can see.
Wild Allure, The Weeping Tide by Amanda Foodie.
Oh,
Excited.
okay.
It's
The-
finally here.
Joy. My mother also uses my Amazon, and so do my in-laws. So
They see your search history.
yeah, because
Your
they
wish
also
list.
shop with my Amazon. The Joy of
Gay sex.
Gay. They're gonna be.
An intimate guide for gay men to the pleasures of a gay lifestyle.
You know what?
I
That's
mean,
really
it is-
horrible of them
Silverstein.
to get
Okay,
to
so
for being
it's
honest.
legit.
But I
There
will say,
is the
third
Joy of Gay
edition.
Sex revised and expanded third edition.
or
which
is
like
it the new joy of gay sex?
No, it's The Joy of Gay Sex, revised and expanded third edition by Charles Silverstone and Felice Picano. But the original was The Joy of Gay Sex, an intimate guide for gay men to the pleasures of a gay lifestyle by Charles Silverstone.
I just think that was so thoughtful of them to get him a book.
$40.
There's Gama Sutra, the complete guide.
Clint added to the
This
wish
is
list.
starting to oh my God. I also have this search, so like, pray to God, Mom, don't see my Amazon history.
My mom, like, they're gonna
Add to wish list.
I love
be.
that.
Which one did you add to your wish list? Gama Sutra or Joy of Gay Sex, or both?
The expanded third edition, because I'm not adding the Joy of Gay Sex and Intimate Guide because that is a $40 paperback or a $45 hardback. I'm like, I'm gonna look at half price books and a few places for that one.
At least yours is a lot cheaper. Apparently, to get the book for me, it's $100 for a hardcover.
Oh my.
For which book?
Whoa. Okay, I might be purchasing this one.
What are you purchasing?
Yeah.
I may have to purchase Gama Sutra. It's the complete guide to sex positions.
That's what I was saying. Gama Sutra.
Oh.
Megan, I'm eating cheese balls.
We're talking about gay sex and cheese balls.
What a perfect snack.
And I'm about to be drinking some prickly pear cactus water.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It's not great,
No, it sounds good.
but
That's
it's okay. Xander thinks it tastes terrible, but it's stupid expensive.
oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, I ordered it
I
off of
know.
Amazon.
You'll save money.
Yeah, I won't be ordering more.
Yeah. One of those things where you have to drink it because you bought it.
But can we
Down to
talk
the
about
book.
how everybody is paired up
Mm-hmm.
in the end and the platonic?
Oh,
I think
I love them.
I'm trying to remember my exact reaction is like finding out that like Chris and Tanner were mates. I think I literally fell off the bed laughing, not in a bad way, but in a like that is the last thing I would have expected.
Yeah.
Is it
But then
bad? I
explain
wouldn't have.
Platonic. I was like, that does make a lot of sense though.
Oh,
But my
there.
thing is the way that the two of them have been the entire book with each other,
Mm-hmm.
in my head, I saw it coming. But the minute they said platonic, I was like, okay, that makes more sense.
Like,
And when somebody asks about the whole, well, what if you meet a girl and they're like, well, she's just going to have to understand that we're a package deal,
like
which
package deal, you get one, you get both.
you
Which
get,
would be interesting.
Polyamorous.
but But actually with them, it would be even more interesting because Tanner would be your emotional partner because of his asexuality and stuff, aromantic stuff. He is very in tune with his emotions, and he has shown that the entire time. That if any of the Team Human was to go gay, I would have expected Tanner first.
Yeah.
To be on like the whole, he's a little bit more sensitive and stuff like that. Not saying that all gay men are sensitive, but
it also is funny because they're like, do you have to be gay to be a werewolf?
Yeah. Is that a prerequisite?
The answer is apparently more likely than not.
and then at least in the Bennett pack.
Yes.
And the Bennett pack, like, we're like the gayest pack there is.
Honestly,
yeah, we can end this line because we're all doing
more
dudes.
like token traits.
But then you've got, but like I said, you would have your romantic partner, and then you would have your sexual partner with Chris. It's like you can see who would be what in a dynamic in a polyamorous relationship if they had a woman introduced.
I mean, that sounds like a good deal to me.
But also, can we also discuss Jessie real fast and the jokes that she makes about
Oh my god, Jessie was giving me Buffy vibes. Like, she said a couple of things that were just like straight out of Buffy. Like,
I don't know. She gives me a little bit more Faith vibes. Like, I was waiting for her to go 5 by 5 at one point.
No, like when she was talking about me talk too much or whatever. That was like straight out of Buffy. And there was another line right after that. Like, done now or something.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I was like, that is so Buffy. She was channeling Buffy in that book. I loved it.
And I like the fact that she ended up with Dominique. Like, it was just sweet. Like perfect. But speaking of the gay requisite, can we talk about him?
Which
and the
one?
sadness of his death? Of Willie, whatever.
Oh my gosh, that one hurt. That one hurt more than I thought it would.
That was sad.
He was such an annoying.
I love how they like kind of like honored his death as almost like part of the pack in that way. I was like, if you wouldn't have, that would have been just awful.
I loved Will. He was great.
He was like cracking jokes and like
the like character arc from Wolfsong to the end is just
he was like annoying, and then you like love him.
Yeah,
he was like, yeah, Carter, if you don't get some of that, I just might.
Yeah.
Also, can we talk about Gavin's work shirt being hot pink? I was like, this is everything.
That was perfect.
Like, it shows that Gavin, how different Gavin is from everybody, that Gavin would be the flamboyant one in the group.
Yeah, you'd be able to see him across the shop.
Who else pictured in their head Gavin walking out in that outfit with the blingy diva?
I was like, where's the high heels? I was like, where's the high heels? We need
a high heel. He was
like,
it sparkles. I like it.
Yeah.
But he is the one who was a wolf for a very long period of time, and wolves can't really see a lot of color. So I can see why he saw that and went, it was so immediately. He was like, mine, this is pretty. I'm going to wear it. Like, yes.
I know. And Carter
and then Carter originally just being like, you realize what you're wearing, and then just by then just being like, at least you're wearing clothes.
Like Carter's like mild embarrassment of sitting with him like that. He's just like,
he's like, I know this person, but like I don't at the same time.
Like,
I just
love him, but why?
Like, he's like, good.
Why?
And then by the end is like, I guess I'm stuck with him.
And Gavin's like, does that mean bacon?
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Have more bacon. I'm like, to me, it's like if Einstein turned human. That is exact. I like everything that Gavin was saying. I was like, if Einstein were to turn human, I could see.
Like exactly.
I'm just trying to picture now Chewie turning human. I feel like Chewie would be more Rico than he would Gavin, because he'd look at me and be like, "You fucking moron,"
Oh my gosh.
and walk away from me, and I'd be like, "What? What'd I do?"
Would turn around and be like, "What didn't you do?"
Yeah, because Chewie has his moments where he just stares at you, and you know he's judging you. I'm sitting on the couch bawling, and he's just looking at me like, "Really? Again? Again?"
It's like, didn't you do this yesterday?
Einstein's more like, bacon? I like bacon. Bacon's good. I'm a good boy. Good boy. Play with me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And Bella's just like, idiot.
Oh, remember when Gavin admitted that he was a cockblock?
Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
Love that.
Stupid Carter.
Yeah.
I love that. That was probably my favorite. Stupid Carter.
But the way that it goes from more of like an annoying thing to almost like a term of endearment, is just like perfect.
I love the part where Carter's gonna go and run, and Gavin's like, you know, he doesn't want to go. He's gonna stay, and Carter's like, okay, well, you know, I might die. You know, ox might step on my liver, and
right.
Like, fine.
And then it's like,
Carter almost always dying. Ox, you better stay away from his liver.
So, like within Heartsong, you had the words "I see you" used a lot between Robbie and Kelly. This was the thump, thump, thump. And every time that thump, thump, thump was brought up, I was just like,
my heart.
I love it.
It's just like, stupid Carter, heart's always loud.
Like, so loud.
Oh, yeah. That was really good.
Gavin is definitely my favorite character.
Is he?
Over the whole series. I love him.
Honestly, I can't tell if it's going to be Elizabeth or Gavin. It's like the two of them are like top tier. And we know Karina's favorite is Thomas.
Okay, yes and no. Like, I think Elizabeth or Kelly would definitely take the top spot for me, but Thomas? That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I think I would say that like my favorite character is Elizabeth, just because like I don't even know why. Just when I think of this series and think of favorite character, she's the first one to pop into my head.
So, is there anything we want to bring up left about Brothersong before we play some interesting things that I have for you guys?
Let's see.
The way I forgot it that I remember.
Because I'm trying to not be 100% spoilery here, because I know we have people in the chat that haven't read Brothersong, and I don't want to ruin their experience.
Yeah.
I'm
like thinking if there's anything, and I
stop eating cheese balls.
I can't think of anything that is like really important that we haven't discussed, or at least like briefly like mentioned. That's not like okay, let's just go through the entire book word for word.
I will state I liked who they chose in the end to take over.
Oh yeah.
Was this the one that Carter met in Canada?
Yes.
Okay. And she gave him the letter, right, or the note. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know for sure, but I feel like it probably is.
Cheese ball fingers.
Okay, I just want to say these self-sacrificing fucking werewolves. I love that line.
Fucking ox.
That was like perfection. I was like, fuck yeah. I'm sorry. I know we're swearing.
But okay. So I'm gonna start with what Karina found for us. We're gonna do some superlatives here.
Yay.
Which superlatives, for those who don't know what a superlative is, it's basically in high school yearbook, like who's voted prom queen, who's class clown, stuff like that.
Mm.
Some of these work, some of these wouldn't, so I'm just gonna pick and choose. I'm gonna go off of this one because almost all of these work. So we're going to answer them with what Green Creek pack or town member or any of the characters in the book that you think fit this perfectly. And I just want to see what everyone's answers would be.
And I haven't chosen anything, so I just want to make that clear.
I haven't really done these things before that much, so watch me just be like,
So, who do you think would be the best shoulder to cry on?
Kelly.
Yeah.
I would say Kelly or Elizabeth.
Depends on the situation.
Yeah. I could also see Dominique.
Oh,
because how Dominique is with Gavin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could see that.
I already know my answer to this one, but biggest drama king or queen?
Carter. Right?
Carter.
Yeah,
makes a big deal out of the tiniest things.
If it's not Carter, it would have to go to Rico.
I was just thinking that. I was like,
Rico,
no, the two of them together are like.
So does that make Rico the drama king and Carter the drama queen?
Yes.
That could work. Absolutely.
Okay. Who is the most accident prone?
Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie.
Yeah.
Robbie would be a good one, yeah. I agree there.
The most gullible?
Rico.
Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin.
You could say something, he'd be like, okay, yeah.
That's true. Gavin, yeah.
Most likely to be late for class?
Oh.
I would say Carter.
I feel like that's Carter.
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah. I was thinking Rico.
So far, we're really throwing Carter and Rico under the bus.
Before class.
Given multiple suggestions.
Most likely to brighten up your day?
Gavin.
Because
he's a good boy.
I would also say Elizabeth, because Elizabeth would know what to say in the right moment.
She could just say something that would just be like exactly what you needed to hear that day.
Most likely to put something off until tomorrow?
All of them?
I mean, how long did it take them to actually go after Robert?
That's why I put all of
them?
Why do
I Gordo for that?
I was thinking Gordo.
Yeah.
Most likely to not change at all?
Oh. Ox?
Ox. Yeah.
But Ox does a lot of changing, though, throughout the series of, like, how he is.
I don't know. I mean...
I feel like he was pretty true to himself.
I was like Zen werewolf Jesus before
from like page one, just kind of being like... He's like the go with the flow kind of person, therefore he wouldn't really change. He just kind of go with whatever is happening.
His mortality, maybe, but yeah, I feel like he was pretty.
Most opinionated.
That's a hard one.
Why do I feel like that? Yeah.
Who did you say?
Michelle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hate that bitch.
Of her.
Most upbeat attitude.
I would say Tanner.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. These are some interesting ones here. Most likely to be on the cover of Women's Vogue or Men's Vogue.
Gavin.
I would say Carter.
Carter and Gavin.
Yeah,
Oh,
together. Just together.
That would be amazing.
Gavin in his diva shirt.
Oh my god, yes.
I'm pretty sure we're all going to be kind of consistent on this one with most likely to be a famous artist, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or Gavin, because now she's training Gavin.
Oh,
No, Elizabeth.
Yeah, Elizabeth,
Yeah.
100%.
Most likely to become a wildlife photographer.
Gavin.
I would say Gavin, yeah.
Because
I
I
can
think
see him
he's
picking up that hobby and
think
then just
he-
starting off in like the forest around.
He's one with
Brisbane, just
nature by
taking
now, you know what I
photos.
mean?
seeing the beauty in nature and all of that.
Mhm.
Taking the art lessons that Elizabeth gives him and
What
turning
was
it into
that?
a photography thing.
What was that face?
Most likely to dance in a Beyonce music video.
Gavin.
Gavin
Gavin.
in his diva
For
shirt.
sure.
Most likely to direct an Oscar-winning film.
Kelly.
I feel like, yeah, Kelly.
Kelly or Robbie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
could
would
see
be
that.
amazing.
Most likely to get a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame. Gavin.
Gavin.
Yeah.
The gayer it sounds, the more it's Gavin.
It makes sense. It checks out.
Most likely to start a band. Chris, Tanner, and Rico.
Yes. Team Human, for sure.
Yeah.
Chris was who came to mind for me.
Most likely to win a Grammy.
My brain went to
I'm gonna
Gavin. He
say
starts
Elizabeth.
out backup dancing for Beyonce and then he goes out on his own.
Takes the stage, front and center.
Most likely to win The Voice.
To win the
Elizabeth.
voice, Elizabeth.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
For sure.
Most likely to write the next Star Wars.
Robbie.
Robbie.
I could see that.
I could
Robbie
totally
would
see
be
that.
that nerd.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
that
I could
for
see
him.
that.
Yes.
Best person to share a desert island with.
Thomas.
My brain immediately went to Elizabeth for some reason.
I think
Because she'd be like, just like, I don't know, a good person to talk to on the desert island.
My brain went to
Oh.
Gavin because he would know how to help me survive.
Like hunting
I
stuff.
feel like Ox would know that too, and he would like keep you chill.
But I
Keep
could
you from
also
freaking
see
out.
Thomas, like what
I
Karina
picked
said.
Thomas.
We all picked different people.
Most likely to beat all of Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan's records.
Carter. I like Carter would be pretty
Or
athletic.
Chris. For some reason I could see Chris being like a basketball player.
I could agree with that with Chris.
Okay.
Most likely to become a superhero. Werewolf Jesus. Sorry.
I was thinking Joe. Huh.
Mhm.
I can see it.
Interesting one.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the
Superhero or supervillain?
superhero.
Is there a supervillain one? Because for supervillain, Robert Livingstone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Easy.
Easy.
Superhero, Thomas.
Oh,
That's
a good
one. Most likely to lead a protest. Why do I feel like Tanner or Bambi would do that?
I
Bambi.
think Jesse.
Oh, I could see
Yeah.
Jesse doing
I
that.
can see Jesse.
And it would be over like the funniest thing.
Most likely to leave and never come back.
gosh. I mean, technically Gavin did leave.
But he came back.
Robbie did too, but
True.
I think
Well, like, I need a situation like, are they leaving
Rico.
because of something?
I could see
He
Rico
said-
leaving and never coming back. Taking Bambi and his baby.
Oh.
I could see that too, to like protect the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll go with that because that's a hard question.
Most likely to marry a millionaire.
Oh. I mean,
Elizabeth. Or any of them, because they're apparently all freaking.
Yeah.
The pack is rich beyond compare.
mhm.
So Gavin,
Just starts-
Robbie, Gordo,
Yeah. Technically.
they all marry a millionaire.
Right. Oh.
And Elizabeth.
My mind went to Jesse for some reason.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Most likely to quietly take over the world. Keyword there.
Quietly. None of them. They'd all do it too loud.
Who could
Mm.
do that, I would say, would be Ox. Would he? No, because he wouldn't want to.
Mhm.
But he could.
Yeah, I could see that.
Who would? Michelle.
Yeah, definitely. Mm.
Because she a sneaky bitch.
Most likely to run off with the circus.
What was her name? Madame Penelope? Didn't she do that?
Yeah.
Out of our main characters, I would say Chris
could
and
see-
Tanner.
Oh yeah.
Because I can't see anyone else like leaving.
The only one I could see actually joining the circus would be Gavin, just because he would get swept up in it
Yeah.
on accident. He wouldn't do it on purpose.
Yeah,
he would come
just
join them and
just
be like, "This is fascinating. Can
Yeah,
I learn
and-
how to do this?"
Yeah, and then would be like 6 months later, I don't know how I got here. I don't know how to leave.
Yes.
He'd be on Beyonce's tour and then the circus comes around.
Beyonce finds him and saves him.
Oh, you can see that.
Most likely to visit Mars.
I would say Robbie. 'Cause he's a nerd. I can see him being into like space.
Yeah. That's a very weird one.
I think I would say Ox with one of his doors.
That'd be cool.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely to win the lottery and lose the ticket.
Carter. No, Rico. I would say Rico.
Gosh.
I'd say Rico, and then he'd be pissed that he lost it.
But there's
I-
also
He
I feel
wouldn't be
like
pissed.
Andy
Bambi would
multiple.
be pissed.
yeah,
I feel like it could be Rico. I feel like it could be Carter.
yeah. Carter.
It could be all of them, honestly.
I feel like Robbie.
Why do I feel like it'd be Willie or Will?
I mean, it'd be
Will
Robbie,
I
and
got
then,
it.
and then he lost his memory. I couldn't remember what he did.
Yes. Okay. So I'm still coming up with these because I'm trying to use every character for this. We're gonna do some kiss, marry, kills.
Oh,
These are gonna be really hard how I've got them set up.
Oh Lord.
We're going to start with Joe, Kelly, and Carter.
Give me 20 minutes.
Kiss, Mary, kill. Joe, Kelly, Carter.
Are we just keeping it to Kiss exclusively?
Uh,
I This is for future questions.
Kiss
Or-
Carter.
We could do fuck, marry, kill if that works better for you.
Okay, fuck Carter. Marry Joe.
Oh, poor Kelly.
And kill Kelly.
Oh, poor Kelly.
Sorry, Kelly.
That one's hard.
I thought I had it, and then I went, nope.
I think I would. Ooh. Oh, that's a hard one. Pass. Just kidding. So Joe.
Oh, this is gonna hurt my soul to say this. I'm going to just kiss Kelly because Kelly's really not into everything, so I'm just gonna kiss Kelly. I'm going to marry Carter, and unfortunately, I'm gonna kill Joe because he's an ass at times.
Okay, I am going to agree with that solely because of my dad's name being Joe, so wouldn't want to kiss anybody or like marry anybody or like that's my only reasoning. That's my only reasoning.
I think
Alright,
I would
Karina.
agree with you guys. Marry Carter, kiss Kelly, and sorry, Joe. Oh,
Please tell
Hold
me
on.
these get easier.
yeah, there's no way I could kill Kelly. No.
What's that face for?
I don't know if I like that
thinking.
pairing, but okay. Ox, Mark, and Gavin.
Ox, Mark.
Mark and Gavin.
Actually, let's make it Ox, Robbie, and Gavin. Sorry.
Oh, that makes it harder. I thought I had it before.
Sorry. Take away Mark because I have Mark on a different one. My bad.
Okay.
I didn't realize I had it down
Ox,
twice.
Robbie, and Gavin.
I had it, and now I don't.
Oh, freak. I think I would kiss Robbie, marry Ox, and kill Gavin.
Okay, I would kiss Ox. Couldn't marry him because that Zen stuff would just drive me crazy after a while. Kill Robbie and marry Gavin.
That makes sense.
I think I would have to agree.
I'm going to marry Gavin, fuck Robbie, and kill Ox only because Ox is werewolf Jesus and he can come back. There'll be a way to bring him back.
I mean,
There.
that makes sense.
Loopholes.
Didn't think it
Loopholes.
that way.
Rico, Tanner, and Chris.
Oh gosh.
Nope, nope. I had
Well,
thought.
how
Nope,
does this
the
gonna work?
absolute-
Because they're package deals, so
Just
you just marry both of them
Okay,
and kiss.
marry Kiss, Chris and Tanner, since they're a couple deal.
Yeah.
and kill
Kill
Rico.
off Rico.
But then if
Sorry.
you kill Rico, Bambi's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Right. So just like.
But then
kiss
I'll
them
have
on the
2
cheek.
werewolves protecting me. So
Yeah.
But she has silver bullets, and she's a good shot. So
Go to Australia?
right. Just
Run
like
away
leave
to
the country.
Okay. I like how we determined that one.
We
Okay,
did.
this one will be even more interesting.
Oh Lord.
Bambi, Jesse, and Elizabeth.
Oh, Mary Elizabeth. Oh. There's no way I could kill Bambi, so I guess I'd have to kiss her.
Yeah.
And Jesse.
Okay, y'all are probably going to hate my answer, but
Sorry.
I'm going to say it in a certain way that it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to marry Jesse because to have that type of Buffy type character behind me at all times works for me. I'm going to kiss Bambi on the cheek. And I will kill Elizabeth so that Elizabeth can be with Thomas.
I would say the same as Clint, except I would not kiss Bambi on the cheek.
Yeah.
You would.
You fucker.
I'd kiss her anywhere.
Answer that. Tanel's answer.
Okay, I'm scared with this one, but
Is this gonna ruin everything?
no. Osmond, Richard, and Robert.
Kill them all.
Richard. Robert. Kill Robert.
Kill them all.
Yeah, exactly. Kill them all.
I mean,
You have to kiss, marry, kill. It has to be done.
Okay,
Kill
Mary
Robert straight off
Osmond,
the bat.
because he seems kind of like the least evil.
oh,
Kiss Robert and kill Richard.
yeah, I
I
would
mean,
kill.
Richard tortured people. Robert,
Yeah,
he was twisted in his head.
he's
And
controlling.
he was controlling, but
Mhm.
he didn't torture a child.
I'm
So I'd
gonna
have to kill Richard.
I would rather kill Richard, marry Robert, and ew, does that mean you have to kiss Osmond? Ew.
Here's mine: is kill Robert, kiss Osmond, marry Richard, kill him, and collect the life insurance.
That's some good thinking there.
And then the last pairing I
Wow.
have, because I had an issue with trying to use all the characters and it making sense to where it was hard decisions for us. So,
Oh my
Gordo, Mark, and Thomas.
Mary Thomas, obviously.
Marry Thomas,
I would
kiss
kill
Gordo,
Mark.
kill Mark.
Yeah. Exactly.
That hurts my heart to say, but yeah.
I think I would marry Mark, or I think I would kiss Mark over Gordo. Gordo's a little bit of an ass at times. I don't know if I want to keep him alive if I had to
He's
choose
the
out of
grumpy
three.
tear sunshine.
That's true.
I think I would marry Mark because he was very loyal and devoted and really just didn't want to leave Gordo. And I'd kiss Gordo because I mean
Poor
he's a
Thomas.
badass witch and he's got like the
Mhm.
we got matching tattoos.
I mean, you would
And then I
also.
would kill Thomas because he's already dead.
I mean, you marrying Mark, you get Gordo with the package deal there too. So I kind of like your logic there.
I'd still marry Thomas.
Yeah.
So those were the kiss, marry, kills. Unless one of y'all can come up with
Fun.
another pairing of other characters that are outside. I kept trying to use Michelle, but every pairing I put her with, Michelle was going to get killed instantly. So listen, I hate her. I think she's the character I hate the most.
What about Michelle, Dale, and George? Or what was that? The witch in this last one? The teenager? Oh wait, never mind. Let's not do that. That's pedophilia in some eyes. So we're gonna skip that.
We're just going to kill him instantly.
Yeah.
Okay. Then with that logic, let's do Michelle, Dale, and Robert.
I think I would.
Marry Dale. And who? Michelle. Who?
And
Michelle,
Robert.
Dale,
Robert.
and Robert. Marry Dale. Kiss Robert and kill Michelle.
I would definitely kill Michelle.
Yeah.
100%. I think I would still marry Robert.
Can I do the thing of marry Robert, kill him, collect life insurance?
Is it bad? I'm gonna marry Robert, kill him, and collect the life insurance. I'm gonna kiss Michelle and kill Dell because Dell pissed me off. I can't physically tie myself to Dale in any way, shape, or form. Michelle, I can kiss as I'm stabbing her.
I think Dale is
You're gonna
easily
do a freaking
influenced
Game of
by.
Thrones?
I think Dale is influenced by who he wants to, who he is the most interested in, and so it was Michelle, so he was doing her bidding. But if it were me, then he would be doing my bidding. So
Oh, we could have paired
like
her with
that.
Elijah Michelle, and Osmond. That would be interesting. He was the first one that popped into my head.
I forgot about Elijah.
Yeah.
So did I.
Fuck that bitch. Religious for that job.
That was a tough
the
one.
games were fun. I like the games.
That was really fun.
Anything anybody else wants to talk about the series before we wrap it up?
Somebody has some comments.
Hi, and yes, I did get a haircut. It was much, 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 much needed. Very much needed.
Now you can see your beautiful face
He's so pretty
in all its glory. I just want to say thank you for the suggestion of even having a read along, because it's one of my favorites of all time now, and I just love these characters. I would gladly lay my life down for anyone in the Bennett pack, and I just
well, I want to thank you ladies for joining me with this readathon, and the fact that I've gotten closer with Karina and Hope throughout this. I am going to be doing another read-along of another TJ Klune series. It was voted upon, and we will be doing Tales of Verona, or Verania, or however you pronounce it. Which I will be posting announcements and stuff like that in June, because we'll be starting in July. Because as of right now, it shows that there's 5 books. I don't know if that 5th one will actually be published or not. It shows that it's supposed to be published in April, but it being indie published, that can always change.
Yeah, it could be pushed back.
So I have it set up as July through December.
Cool.
Starting with The Lightning Struck Heart. If any of you ladies would like to join me for the live shows and stuff like that.
Oh, I was already volunteer.
Right. I volunteer.
I know Mel. I know Mel's probably not going to because of all of her Buddy Read craziness that she has going on this year.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm trying to just step down a little bit on what all.
No, and then there's me just stepping up on things, just like.
I'm trying to not do as much.
Right.
This year I've been previously. I'm trying to find that balance with everything.
And I'm trying to up it, even though I have a wedding.
No, literally yesterday I was on a live and somebody mentioned oh yeah, I have this series that I want to read. Anybody want to maybe do a buddy read? And I was like, yeah. Then we chatted and decided to turn it into a whole read-along thing that we need to plan.
Nice.
What series?
The Twisted Tales, the Disney retellings.
Oh, cool. Clint's like,
you're just
I need to read those too, but I'm not going to try.
Is that? Yeah, that would be the ones Conceal, Don't Feel, and Go the Distance.
Yes.
Yeah, we have majority of those. I might join. I don't know.
Me and the person, we still need to discuss everything and all that, when to start, how we're doing it, and all that.
Let me know.
CW reads says
Need to
they
get
need to
into a
get
buddy
into a buddy read. If you want, depends on what kind of things you read. If you're interested in smutty books,
We
send
do have
Clint a message on Instagram and he can add you to our Cox by Candlelight group.
That reminds me of
And,
something that I wanted to like.
If you're interested in just a bunch of random books, you can message me at Completely Mel on Twitter, and I'll add you to my buddy reading group there. This month, for instance, we are buddy reading. We just finished The Witch of Willow Hall, and next we're reading Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy. And then February 14th through the 20th, we're reading More Than We Can Tell, which is the second book in the Letters to the Lost by Bridget Kimmer. And then the 21st through the 27th, we will be reading Layer of Dreams by Libba Bray. Because last month we read The Diviners.
Nice.
Which gave me nightmares.
I haven't read book 2, so what week are you guys reading that?
Layer of Dreams, February 21st through the 27th.
Okay, I'm not.
And then in March, we're gonna buddy read Lady Midnight, Greek Gods, and then there's the Spring into Reading group book, and then
which everyone will find out on the 10th.
Only 4 more days.
I still gotta film that video.
I'm actually filming that video as soon as we're done with this video.
Thank you.
I just realized I haven't filmed that. Oh God, I'm behind.
I'm doing that today.
No.
But yeah, everyone voted. That's why I went ahead and read the first to the Seafarer Chronicles, because it was unanimous that everybody voted for the fantasy series.
Oh, really? Is that one contemporary? That one?
This one's a contemporary. This is very much the Serpent King vibes.
Oh,
minus a certain thing that happens in the Serpent King does not happen in this. Just letting y'all know. But yeah.
See that thing that happened in the Serpent King is probably the thing that made it 5 stars.
But
I'll read it.
It hurts.
Tracy.
Restarting the Mortal Instruments next month. Yeah. Magical realism. The other series is more like full-on fantasy, I'm gonna assume. The only thing I know about the Tales of Verania series is that there is a gay, hornless, horny unicorn. That is all I know.
That's all I know. Sign me up.
That's like his sidekick in this. And
that pretty much tells me I should not read that.
I know, and then there's me being like, I'm intrigued.
And I've heard it's very much Dungeons and Dragons inspired. So I'm kind of intrigued by that as well.
Interesting.
Which makes me wonder what's going to happen in that. But I'm like, a hornless, horny, gay unicorn? What? And I want to say, after looking at mugs yesterday, because I was trying to find me a perfect mug for TJ Klune stuff, to put on my shelf, to put my new bookmarks and stuff in it, and I love just the perfect seats up to put them in. I saw something about Gary, so I wonder if the unicorn's name is Gary. Because it said Gary and Tiggy think all men are stupid or something like that. And that kept popping up everywhere, or no shirtless men or something.
Right, hold on. Let me pull up what. Hold on. What is the name of this book?
Question 2.
The Lightning Struck Heart.
The Lightning.
I think it's on Hoopla, right?
Yes.
I'm glad.
This says, all right. Once upon a time, in an alleyway in the slums of the city of Locks, a young and somewhat lonely boy named Sam Haversford turns a group of teenage douchebags into stone completely by accident. Of course, this catches the attention of a higher power, and Sam's pulled from the only world he knows to become an apprentice to the king's wizard, Morgan of Shadows. When Sam's 14, he enters the dark woods and returns with Gary, the hornless gay unicorn, and a half-giant named Tiggy, earning the moniker Sam of Wilds. At 15, Sam learns what love truly is when a new knight arrives at the castle. Knight Ryan Foxheart, the dreamiest dream to have ever been dreamed. Naturally, it all goes to hell when Ryan dates the reprehensible Prince Justin. Sam can't control his magic. A sexually aggressive dragon.
Oh my goodness.
I can't wait for this.
A sexually aggressive dragon kidnaps the prince, and the king sends them on an epic quest to save Ryan's boyfriend, all while Sam falls more in love with someone he can never have, or so he thinks. Oh my gosh. I don't know if this sounds terrible.
It sounds
Could go one of two ways.
It sounds almost so terrible that it's gonna be amazing.
I'm seeing a lot of 5-star.
It's 431 pages too.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm here for
sign me
this.
up.
I'm like,
Hornless unicorn, isn't that just a horse?
You would think.
I wonder if there's an audiobook for it. Hold on.
There is. Hoopla currently doesn't have access to them. They used to.
Ugh.
And
Let
it's
me
not
check.
on Scribd.
Let me check on my Hoopla because
Yeah, I'm seeing.
I don't know that I want to commit to buying this book.
Oh, I'm buying it. I will own everything TJ Clone has ever written.
Yeah.
I will read it.
I will have to
own
see if my library has it.
Yeah, I doubt your library has it. Because that's
If
probably
I
not a
request
very.
it, they might have it by the time.
The lightning struck heart. Okay. There's an ebook on my Hoopla.
Yeah,
It has a
you see
Kindle
700
version. You'll have to
pages?
purchase the Kindle, but there's a Kindle version.
Ooh.
Yeah, the ebook is on Hoopla.
Yeah, that ebook is like 721 pages. I'm like,
Well, it's only 433 pages. It's just when you put it in ebook form, it always changes shit.
Let's look on screen.
That is book one. Yes, it is.
Lightning struck heart.
So we're gonna start in July.
Yes. That'll be the first buddy read for that. It'll be
Yeah, it
July
looks
through
like-
December.
It looks like Hoopla has the whole series, or yeah.
Yeah, right now it shows book 5 is supposed to come out April 26th. So hopefully, because the one we're supposed to read in between 4 and 5 is a collection of short stories. It's called Fairy Tales from Veronia.
Yep.
CW says hornless unicorn. Isn't that just a horse?
If you do Kindle, you can just use the PC version or download the app. You don't have to buy a Kindle.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
the Kindle app.
That's
Same.
what I have it on both my phone and my iPad. That's what I read on.
Okay, I am in on this buddy read for sure.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'm like this. I'm not committing,
like,
but I'm
Add
slightly
this to
intrigued.
the list.
I don't even care if I hate it. It's one of those that it's TJ Klune, and this just sounds like a
It's
fucking ride.
it's gonna be so crazy that you're just gonna get to the end of the first book and be like, I didn't like it, or it could be amazing. Who knows?
Granted.
It could be amazing. It could be meh. But even then, you're kind of almost like based on just the sound. It's kind of like it sounds so crazy and stupid
But it could actually work.
that you want more crazy stupid.
I feel like it's gonna be one of those that you finish reading and you go,
What did I just read?
"What the fuck did I just read?"
Oh, it is called.
Like,
Let me show you. This is the cover.
The lightning struck
Struck
heart.
A lot of people on Goodreads rated it 5 stars that I follow and stuff. So I'm like,
That
what?
is the cover.
I mean, the cover is really pretty. but the synopsis.
Let's see.
I'm-
It's so out
okay.
there.
It's like a
that
fever
we need
dream.
to know what's gonna happen.
This was published in 2019 too.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
all the
Recent?
books were published. It shows
With
that
that
all of his
cover?
no, it's actually was published before that, but it
Oh.
just shows 2019 is when the
Mm.
physical copies of his books were published.
Got it.
Oh,
Because all of this series was published in 2019 except for this one.
so when
Because
did it
it-
actually come out?
Like,
Honestly, I don't know. Because I know
Wait, let's look on Goodreads. Maybe Goodreads will tell.
yeah.
The Lightning.
because I know a lot of his just showed 19 because that's when
Okay, on Goodreads it shows that it was actually published
In
in
2015.
2015.
Ooh. Someone said the audiobook is really good.
The first review I see. I don't think there's any spoilers in this review, so I'm just gonna read what this review says. It's a 5-star review, and it says, "What the heck was this book?"
Oh, I don't even see that one because the first one I see is from Connor, but then I see Todd's that says no words. Should have sent a poet.
Yeah.
This is Lisbeth rated it 5 stars. It says, "What the heck was this book? It was genius and hilarious. You've never read fantasy like this. The humor is definitely for adults, though. Even the unicorn is inappropriate at times. Sam's issues start when he turned a bunch of asshole kids into stone. He is then taken by a wizard apprentice, and things don't go too well. He befriends a hornless gay unicorn and a giant named Tiggy, who just wants to smash things. He goes on a fantastical journey with his crew. This book has to be experienced to understand it. It is nonstop humor, absurdity, and insanity. I loved it so much." Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm reading that for sure.
Like, to me, Book Roast did a 5-star review on it, apparently,
Mhm.
according to CW.
Yeah, she said the audiobook was amazing.
My thing is,
Where do you find the audiobook, though?
I assume Audible has it, but
Oh, maybe.
you know.
but my thing is I feel like I am on a journey to find a TJ Klune book that I do not give 5 stars to. That is my journey for this year because I've already read 10 of his works and every one has gotten 5 stars. I want to know, is there a work of his stuff that will not get 5 stars? And this just sounds like it could go either a 1-star route or a 5-star route and nothing in between. Like I feel
Okay, I was just scrolling down because I was looking to see if maybe I'd find the Books and Lalas, but I found another
Did
one.
she read
And I was
it?
just kind of
no, you mean Book Roast, not
oh,
Books
book
and
roast.
Lala.
Sorry.
I was like, what?
This person BWT rated it 5 stars. Said there aren't enough stars for this. The Lightning Struck Heart, or as it was originally titled, Unicorn Starfucker,
What?
is a fantastic story of love, friendship, longing, loss, and hope. Is it funny? Yes. Yes, it is. It is fucking hilarious. Straight up, I was obnoxiously laughing so hard and so loud for so long that I actually began to feel sorry for the people around me. Sorry they were being subjected to my overt hilarity, and sorry they were not reading this magnificent and wondrous book so they too could laugh uproariously. Does this book make your heart ache? In part, yes, it will. A little. What can be more sad than wanting someone so desperately but knowing you can't have him?
Mhm.
And then there's like some quotes, and I'm not going to read that. And the characters. Wizard Apprentice Sam Habersford, aka Sam of Wilds, is maddening, fantastic, and wonderful in all his blurty, over-the-top goodness. Sir Ryan Foxhart is dashing and wonderful and an asshole, but not an irredeemable asshole, which is good. The psychic characters are utterly sublime. Gary the Hornless Gay Unicorn, Tiggy the Half Giant, Sam's parents, Morgan and Randall the Wizards, Kevin the Dragon, Mama, Sam's Fairy Drag Mother.
Okay.
The King, Pete, the Guard, gods, I could go on and on. They all steal the spotlight every time they appear on page again and again. I literally loved every single minute of this. If you're a fan of Monty Python, Mel Brooks, Top Guns, The Princess Bride, then
Okay,
you will love
down.
this book.
Wow.
You will
You're
want
like,
to
another
have this
reason-
book's babies. If you're a fan of TJ Clunes and love his characters, Derek Bear McKenna, Paul Auster from TMIR, and Sandy Stewart from TMIR, then you will love this book. You will beg for more. By the way, TJ, more please, literally.
Ooh.
Never fear, dear readers. You will get an HEA, but it's also left open for more adventures. And oh, how I want them. I literally want them so much. Literally. Wow, I didn't realize how long this thing went.
I'm not going to read the
if that
full
doesn't
review
convince
here,
you.
but I have a 1-star review with some triggers warnings in it for
Okay, yes,
people.
please.
Because she said it would have been a 2-star, but 2-star plus rape jokes equal 1 star.
Ooh.
She did say that I lost the count at number 5. Add stereotyping, slightly sexistic jokes, abundance of words like whore, slut, bitch, several rape jokes. To use the word rapey in a joke context means on one side
Ugh.
trivializing rape, on the other side suggesting that there is a lighter sexual assault as opposed to real rape. So I'm just gonna put that out that there are a few trigger warnings for
Yeah.
things like that, but I usually take stuff like that and I'm like, let me read it for myself.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
how
Because it could be a product of its time on things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I've heard is it's so stupid and so ridiculous that you could probably gloss over some of those.
I feel like I'm going to read this stupid book.
Yay! And I'm
We
hoping.
got her.
Dude, it's got a 4.42 on
yeah,
Goodreads.
exactly. That shows that it's a
How
good
many
book.
ratings?
4.42 out of 11,481 ratings.
Wow, that's amazing.
Let's see here.
I didn't buy this stupid book.
What does book 2 have? Book
We
2
should
has
all
a
put it on our wish list and buy it for each other so we don't feel as bad.
You know,
book
I'm just going to add it to
2
my
has
list
a
for now. I'll buy it later.
4.43.
Do
Book
it.
Book 2 has a 4.43.
Oh, so it just gets better.
Book 3 has a 4.61.
Well, usually book like later in the series, those ratings get higher because
Continue.
you know, the people that didn't like book 1 and rated book 1 low, they're not going to
Right.
read book 2. Only the people that liked book 1 will read book 2, so it would get a higher rating.
That makes
I
sense.
mean, Fairy Tales only got a 4.38, but still, they're all over a 4-point rating.
Oh, you know what? We didn't talk about how funny the series is too. Green Creek, because like even though TJ hurts us, he also makes us laugh. So
Mm-hmm.
thank
Yes.
you for that. And we didn't do our rankings of the series book.
Oh,
Are we gonna do
No,
that?
oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Because I have
Let's
to think
rank
about
them.
it.
Let's take a moment and rank them before we talk about them and see how we feel.
Oh, novellas included, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me give me a little thing here. Let's see.
I totally forgot all about the ranking.
I just randomly popped into my head. Okay, so did Tracy read this with us? Sorry, I made him close his door, but if you can still hear him, I apologize.
No, I don't. I think she read the first couple, but I know they didn't. I don't think she got all the way through the series yet.
Mm. Okay. Yeah. This is tough.
I know. I have like 2 that could go either which way.
Yeah, like I have my list and I'm like, it looks right, but at the same time it looks wrong.
Yeah.
Three, 4, 5, 6. Which book am I missing? Oh,
There is 7 of the series, right?
crap.
The
Yeah.
4 of the 3. Okay.
Mhm.
I think I have my ranking.
Oh, Wolfsong. I was like, which book am I missing? I'm missing the first one.
I literally was about to say when you missed. I was like, Poppers, you're gonna be missing the first one.
All right, I'm done.
Let us know when everyone's done.
There's two that I'm like debating which way it should go.
I know.
It's hard because it's a novella and like a main book.
Right.
So I'm like, do I go because one's obviously longer than the other? Do I put the like?
I put the main book above the novella.
That's what I'm thinking of doing, but then I'm like,
Oh.
will it look right?
Did the main book make you feel more over time than the novella did? Because the novella would just be a quick wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
If it wasn't for this, Lovesong would have been number one. If it wasn't for the final book. So.
Nope, I liked it better before.
This is hard because I'm like my 1 and my 4. I can't decide, which is kind of crazy. But I love them all except for Feralsong. Even though it was 5 stars literally across the board for me.
I think I'm still not 100% certain on this, but this like.
Yo, I'm.
Just solidify it. Just solidify it. Quit stressing.
It's just these two middles, and I'm like.
I know I've got 2 that I'm like, do I put that above
Like,
that?
I'm confident on the top 3, and then I'm confident on the bottom 2. And then it's like...
Okay. I think I got it locked. I think.
I'm right there with you, Hope. I'm solidified on the top 3. It's the 2 in the middle.
Then I'm like, that looks right, and then you switch them, and then you're like, that looks right, but then they both look wrong.
I don't mind you.
Whoops.
So has everybody solidified it?
No.
Still waiting on Hope.
No.
I think I'll go to what I had originally.
Ugh. This one.
Well, you could just mention when you get to those. Those could go interchangeable.
I need to know Kaylani's answers for this too, because
There.
Hello?
Not touching it. Not switching it.
Okay, everybody done?
no. I mean, yes, but now I'm like
I think-
questioning everything.
Okay, I will go first. Or should I have one of y'all go first and I go
Why
last?
don't we could all say, like, we could each go around
Well,
saying
one at a
what's our
time.
number 7.
7.
So we're going to start in the bottom?
Okay.
Yeah,
work
I
our way
think
to
we
the top.
are unanimous.
What's number 7?
Feralsong.
Feralsong.
Feralsong. Okay.
Ugh.
Number 6.
I actually changed my order a little bit. For number 6, I put Lovesong Part 2.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4 and 5 could be interchangeable here for me as well. What is y'all's number 5?
Number 5, Ravensong.
Ravensong.
Ravensong, but then the number 4 is like just depends.
Ravensong because of the so much backstory.
Like, see, I kept fighting with that one because I love Gordo and Mark so much, but the book
Wait.
doesn't stand with the others.
Yeah, I like it's just like thinking of it between others, I'm like it's good, but not
So number 4,
Heartsong.
Wolfsong.
Lovesong Part 1.
That was Brothersong for me.
Ooh.
I could listen. 1, 2, 3, and 4 could change by the day.
So yeah,
So
Heartsong
number
was
3.
4 for me. Wolfsong.
Heartsong.
Heartsong.
I did Heartsong in number 3.
Number 2,
Lovesong Part 1.
Lovesong Part 1.
I feel like this could change with number 1, but I have Lovesong Part 1.
I have Brothersong.
Oh, that's a good one.
And number 1,
Brothersong.
Brothersong.
Wolfsong.
I have Wolfsong as well. Because without Wolfsong, I wouldn't know these characters. And it was my favorite book of 2021.
Wolfsong was 4 stars for me. I enjoyed it, but it was
Yeah, with
I was
mine.
crying on page 5 of Lovesong,
my
so I don't know
goodness
where you're
gracious.
coming with this 4-star, honey.
Okay. There's another one here to say hi for you guys.
I did tear up a few times, but
Oh,
nothing like Brothersong. Brothersong, I was ugly crying
in the car.
in the car, in the school parking lot. Other
That-
kids walking by, going, "Dang, what's wrong with Xander's mom?"
I'm like, oh, she's having a day? Give her a second.
See, that's why I'm excited for the next read along because there's potential for people not to like it.
What?
I'm looking forward to the potential of people not liking it and us having an actual discussion.
Well,
like,
considering
like
how
this is
highly
the
it's
reasons
rated.
why it was good. This is reasons why it was bad. Yada yada yada. Instead
Yeah.
of just mutually being like, we all basically
I'm
love it.
gonna
Like this is like
I'm gonna get
heaven in a
sucked into
basket.
another
Right?
This is
buddy
just-
read that I
This
wasn't
is just
planning
more
on
of like
doing.
just chatting about it than a discussion.
Mel, you can just join us on the first one if you want. If you don't like it, you don't have to continue.
No, see, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna end up. This is probably gonna end up being like my favorite or some stupid.
And then, yeah, and then you'll
Have
just be like,
options.
I've sided
I'm
myself.
like, this sounds. It sounds so stupid. It
Which is
sounds
why
so
you have
stupid.
to read it.
But I'm intrigued because
my-
I love a funny story. I love Monty Python for its stupidity. So. And the fact that everybody is just like, yes, this is amazing, and it has great like Goodreads rating is why I'm like, you know what, I'll give it a shot. Because like there was another book that I read about that like what was it, Drink Slay Love. I started reading it and I was just like, God, this is awful. It was about the girl got pierced in the heart with the unicorn kind of thing, and yeah.
Tracy, we are starting in July.
Okay.
That way, it's also towards the end of the year because we did this one towards the end of the year. Also, it's towards the end of the Throne of Glass read-along that we're doing. So it's like I don't have a lot of matchy of what I have to read because 3 of us here are reading Throne of Glass as well. So it's like it gets towards the end.
Yeah.
I tried to make it easier for people, but still, where if we were able to, we could do the whole series this year. And with the 5th one coming out this year,
Yeah, and if that one doesn't come out, it gets pushed back, just whenever it gets released.
we buddy read it together and
Yeah.
do a live show. But it's like it's also the perfect time to read this if he's coming out with one this year. So it's the perfect time to discuss it. And I'm excited.
I'm very curious about this book.
I still need you to
try out the audio. It seems promising.
listen. I'm just waiting on Mel to read Under the Whispering Door or House in Cerulean Sea.
I need to read that.
Like I'm waiting
I
for
have that
you
one.
ladies to do as
Kaylani
well.
sent me that, and I haven't read it yet.
I will be reading it in March with Under the Whispering Door because I was supposed to read it in January. I just didn't have time. I fell into a dark romance hole. You know how that goes.
I'm always in one of those, and it's just like I crawl out for like one book, and then it's like diving
Just
head
like
first.
peek to see what else is out there. For a second.
Like,
I mean-
there's more books. Never mind.
I mean, I finished an entire Annabeth Albert series in 1 week.
Right.
So it's like I dived through that shit.
I'm excited to see what everybody picks for March.
Same.
Ooh.
Because, our spring and the reading-a-thon will be in March.
But I think I'm
Wait
more
for those
excited.
announcements.
But I think I'm more excited for what we've got planned for future readathons as well. When it comes to prompts and stuff, because we've got some exciting things coming up.
You're changing some stuff up.
Spill all the details.
I have details right beside me, like, because as soon as I'm done with this,
What is that?
Show us the other side.
huh? Like, what's this? This is
This is
our
my
spring and
favorite.
reading-a-thon.
Oh, did you film your videos already?
Nope, I'm filming it as soon as we're done with this.
I'm gonna have to film it today because I don't know if I'll have any time this week to film it. I also need to upload a video before bed. My wrap up.
Oh gosh, yeah, I haven't posted that either.
All 18 books I read in January.
That's amazing. I don't know.
And you were worried you weren't going to be able to read much throughout the
Right.
year.
Oh, wait!
What was that?
I need to rewind this. Hold on.
Question.
Okay, let's get off the live and you turn that around.
Right.
Nobody here will tell anything.
Question for those that are present who does take part in season-a-thons. Any ideas that you guys would like to see us do or stuff like that? I always like with live shows and stuff, I like to ask these type of questions. Engage an
Tracy's freaking
audience.
out in the comments.
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah,
You know
she
what
can
what
scroll
I would
down.
love to have some. Do you want to say it? Do we say it out loud?
Do you want people to say out loud what?
Depends on what. Is it spoilery for what's happening? Because I know you know
No.
a certain detail. Okay,
Not-
then go ahead.
Nothing.
I was like, because you know a certain detail that I can't quite spoil you.
I think she was going to refer to she would like to see merch.
Yes. Thank you, Mel.
Um,
That would be fun. I'm still on that train.
Oh, don't show the drawings, Clint.
like this is what I did
No, the thing
the
is,
other
it's
day at work.
The
I
thing
love
is,
it.
the drawings will not look anywhere near like if you were to do something actually.
Oh God, my drawings are horrible. But it was like a fast draw. We are in talks of possible merch.
We don't know.
Okay, would
we
you
don't
just like
know
me to
when.
send you my credit card information just for whatever it's created? Just
Whenever it comes out.
We're still trying to figure out how all that works.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
gosh.
probably will not be for spring and reading-a-thon.
God no.
yeah, obviously.
It'll
We're
we'll be
just now-
lucky.
We're
We'll
just
be
now starting to
lucky.
think of this.
We'll be lucky if we'll be able to launch it this year. It's just like we've got a lot of research and stuff to put into.
Okay.
It may be something that we like launch if we are able to. We may like pop it for like Merry Bookmas.
Ooh, that would be
Because that might be a really cute idea, or do it
Tracy
for
says
fall.
sweatshirts. I'm down. T-shirts. I'm down.
Yes.
If you do merch, you're required to wear it in all live shows for whether like
True.
being
Oh well, duh. If we design shit out, you know my ass is going to be like
Right.
rocking that.
Showing it off.
But any other ideas that y'all like to see? Anything from other readathons that you guys like that we could probably like? You
Ooh.
want to see more of this or more of this?
Maybe some
Or something we've
graphics.
never done.
I like to see some graphics, maybe, where people can post their TBRs. They're like templates. I
I
wish I
say
could.
like yeah, I would use that type of thing, and then I'd probably forget halfway through.
Well, I know a lot of times people will create one.
Yeah, I saw
and then they share it on
somebody
our
did it
Twitter,
for
Okay.
Bookmas.
and then I share it out. Like,
I'll pay attention because I don't have Twitter.
We are in talks of possibly making an Instagram
yeah,
because we
don't
know
have
some
Instagram yet.
people use Instagram more than Twitter. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just me, Mel, and Kaylani need to sit down and figure out who's gonna do what.
Right.
So
Right
that
now,
we can.
I pretty much, I like 99.98% of the time, I'm the one doing everything on the Twitter, and like 0.01% of the time, Clint's doing it, and 0.01% of the time, Kaylani's doing it.
Yeah, I think I've seen.
Aw.
I have like anytime like the account replies, it's like I think I've seen Clint reply once,
I forget we have it.
and
I'm hardly ever on Twitter.
Well, if you guys
I
need
keep
like
it. I actually keep it logged in on my
need
computer.
an extra set of hands.
I know I was about to say you need an extra hands for
Man.
Instagram.
I mean,
Well, we were actually thinking like Kaylani spends more time on Instagram, which we were thinking maybe she might handle the
Instagram part.
that like we can all like they're able to log into the Twitter at any time, and so we might make it where it's like Kaylani runs the majority of the Instagram, but we can log in at any time.
Right.
And Clint might possibly create us
A TikTok.
that we could all log in.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And
I
do
just gotta
things
figure out.
like
I just gotta figure
recommendations
out how
for
that
prompts
works.
and stuff.
I just gotta figure out how that works with TikTok, because I know I can add an additional account to mine as like a business account. I just
Yeah.
don't know about the whole logging in thing, how that works. I gotta look more into that.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
That'll be smart because TikTok is like,
Really popular.
yeah.
my way of like, let's push it here. I'm always on TikTok, even though I forget that I have a TikTok channel and I actually need to post TikToks.
I love
But I
it.
plan on getting better at that.
But yeah, we're looking at doing different styles for things.
I know one thing that I was just like thinking of when you're like things that you've seen other readathons. I always love bingo boards. I maybe it's because I'm currently doing what's that face, Clint?
Nothing.
Anyway, you love bingo boards.
Yeah, I
You're
love bingo
currently-
boards. Could it be because I'm currently doing a readathon that's like a little bingo board? Maybe.
Love it.
That was me in a live show I was on yesterday. I literally had to put the book in front of my face to stop laughing.
No, I'm just making sure I don't make any facial expressions for anything.
Oh yeah,
Well, that's a good idea.
Oh yeah. Wait, put the prom's face out.
Just
What you're seeing here is the Andy on call stuff.
But I will say we are in talks of trying to figure out something that's unique for each of the four. Where like each of the four is like solidified.
So like
Kinda
with Mary Bookmiss, how this time we had the 12 tropes of Bookmiss.
That's cool.
You know, we're talking about doing like that kind of thing for Bookmiss, and then
like say something like 12 words of Bookmiss, like each one's going to be like the word in the title, or like 12 colors, or 12 specific things for each. Like we thought that was kind of unique for Christmas because it makes you think, like the partridge in the pear tree and stuff, like solidifying stuff like that. We're doing something a little different for spring.
thank you, Tracy.
We have something in the works for summer. We just really need to bring that up with Kaylani because we haven't been able to mention it to Kaylani yet. But I'm super excited and I hope we do it.
Yeah, it's a new style that other readathons have done things like this, and we've never done.
Love. So exciting.
And we're talking about maybe mini editions here and there for like certain things. Because how some big readathons have like a mini edition.
Like a weekend or something.
Yeah, like 48-hour version or like.
I think we can kind of tell this part. What we were thinking about possibly with these mini editions is like a weekend or whatever, but it being so like, for example, that book right there, we one of our past group book authors, whatever book that they had, like, so we had Wilder Lore, and we were promoting the newest Wilder Lore. Then we would do like a mini round, like a weekend readathon when that particular book came out, whatever book we were promoting.
And then maybe like have like one prompt.
Well, we don't know about the prompts. We were thinking more of this is our way of helping to still promote said authors' works. Like say Emily Werbely and Austin Sigma Broca. We've had them before in the past, and they're now switching genres by writing an adult novel instead of YA. So we were thinking, well, we could do a 24 and 48 hour readathon like during a weekend where we all buddy read the roughest draft and then had like a live show discussing it.
That'd be cool.
Like promote
That would
it
be fun.
to show that we still support the authors.
Yeah, you didn't like just
work with them just
once and then just kind of never read anything else.
continue support.
Yeah, I was more thinking towards the lines of like, well, for example, who did we use before?
Jessica Brody.
Jeff Zittner, for example. We read The Serpent King, but we were promoting his Into the Wilds or something like that.
Into the Wild Light.
Into the Wild Light.
Something like that.
Because that was like his newest book coming out. Then we could have done like when it came out, a 24-hour
maybe a few
Into the Wild Light
later, just so that to give people time to get the book.
Yeah, like a few weeks after, or the month after it came out, or something like that.
I have an idea, possibly. You could incorporate, because you know how we've been doing like the senior watch parties, like maybe an adaptation, like read an adaptation and then watch it together, or something. How cool.
That would be cool if we end up having a group book that has an adaptation. That would be cool.
Right.
I loved the senior party.
That was fun.
Definitely want to do more of those.
And I'll make sure to be on mute this time when we leave the live show.
I'll make sure to let you know ahead of time that I'm in the stands watching by myself.
So you're not like there for like, what was it, an hour almost?
It was the whole movie.
Oh yeah. The whole first
Tracy's
movie.
here for this brainstorming session.
Yeah.
And she likes the idea of the 24-hour season-a-thon.
I do too.
Love that.
But I don't, to me, with the 24-hour season-a-thon, I think it should be, it's not just the ones that we're promoting. I like the idea of also if we had authors in the past that we really clicked with, or they have something like they're switching genres or something like that, and we still want to promote them. That I think that's a cool idea too.
But that would probably, I don't know how we'll work out the logistics of that, because the way we'll probably do it when we are planning those is like maybe announce it with whatever season-a-thon announcement video. I don't know.
We'll come up with that. That's just something we need to work with.
CW says, I think this year will be when I get into season-a-thon.
Yay! Well, our next announcements do go up on the 10th.
4
days.
Which is
we'll be premiering them.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I won't be premiering it because I will be at work. And with my new job, I cannot have my cell phone on me when I am at work unless I am on break. So I will just be posting mine.
Yeah, his will be scheduled to go up after Kaylani's premiere.
So it's like my phone has to like stay in my desk because I now work with very sensitive information, and I cannot have my phone.
Yeah.
We'll premiere on my channel, and then we'll go to Kaylani's channel, and then
just follow the train.
Yeah. Clint's
usually
video
how
will
it
post
works.
after Kaylani.
And then it will just be go to Clint's channel and comment on the video.
Yeah.
Because
And
we'll each give like recommendations and stuff for the prompts. And there
Yeah, like I always
to
try
prepare
to
for
watch
this.
everybody's videos. Solely because I half the time for half the prompts I'm like, what did I read?
You this
I'm so excited.
pause. Oh wow, that's a long list. So this one is only a week long, right?
It's actually going to be 8 days.
Ooh, even better.
It'll be the 20th through the 27th.
Okay.
25.
So 8 days.
Love it.
Tracy, she's like, damn it, Bill.
But yeah,
Just turn it around.
we're just hoping for the
4 days.
future of trying some new interesting things. We just got to figure out logistics of things and how to make things work for our schedules and how we can do it. But I'm really excited, and I hope Kaylani gets down for what we want to do.
What
for,
about
summer?
reading sprints? Have you guys done reading sprints during?
I was okay. reading sprints. Quickly, something that Karina you mentioned in the
Oh yes.
thing.
In the CBC?
Yeah. I'm trying to find exactly what you said. Scrolling through all the messages. Oh my gosh, where is it?
For the weekend of either the 20th or the 26th of a
Yeah.
24-hour reading smut.
Yeah, like doing maybe sprints on somebody's channel for a few
Like it
hours.
doesn't have to be live. It could just be up to you guys, or Instagram, because I think Instagram, like you can video
Yeah.
chat, right?
For third, like, well, I think with the Instagram, you can only.
Like a certain amount of.
Yeah, it's only a certain
Yeah.
amount of time. We did a live show when I did the Scooby-Doo-a-thon with Simone and Emily. We could only have 2 people on the thing at a chat. Me and Emily kept having to pop in and out.
Oh.
This isn't backwards.
Cute. Oh.
Now, just end the live and show us.
Oh my lord.
But
Tracy
yeah,
says she wants to
It's
reach through
teasing
the
us
screen
so
and grab it
much.
so her eyeballs can devour it.
I know, it's like, grab it through the screen.
It's just right here. See?
Yeah, I know, it's like, I want to just grab it.
I almost just want to send it to Hope. Be like, here.
Tracy. She's like, listen, Mel.
Yeah, we did a Scooby-Doo-a-thon, and it was a couple years ago, and it was bad. Like, well, the Scooby-Doo-a-thon was awesome. All the prompts had to do with each of the characters, but that group book, Meddling Kids by Edgar Cantero, is a horribly, horribly written book, in my opinion. And the others finished it. I DNF'd it, and they told me what happened in the end, where the dog was actually an alien, and all the what the fuckery happened, and I don't know what the fuck we read. So I feel like that's what we're going to be thinking with the next TJ Clued along.
They'll just be messages, just single words, what the fuck? And it'll be like, then you'll have to be like, hey, what moment are you talking about?
Weekends, I feel like every time you guys do reading sprints, it's during the day. Yes, we try to.
Yeah, I know it when we did Mary Bookmas, we did a lot of reading sprints. And I think with our week-long ones, at least one of us tends to do a reading sprint. But with the thing about the week-long ones is to do them on the weekends.
It's during
Well,
live
that's when
show.
we're having our live shows and all of that. So
Yeah.
And then, but like when we do our month-long ones, we absolutely do multiple reading sprints. And I always do a reading sprint. Well, I say always, but in February I'm not going to. But I do a mid-month reading sprint on the 15th on my channel every month. It's just this month I'm not because I'll be in Barcelona.
Lucky.
Love that. Please share to your stories every day.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to be vlogging.
Oh,
a lot.
100% we'll be watching that and having FOMO.
Yeah, right.
I plan on at least 3 videos that I'm going to be doing from Spain, but possibly more. I might do it 1 video of just me jumping off a bridge.
Cool. Like bungee jumping?
Yeah.
Oh,
good luck on that.
I might be bungee jumping in Spain.
Love that.
And I may
can't
do
wait to see the views. Oh my goodness.
I may do a video all by itself for that one, like I did with when I went skydiving.
Yes. I'll watch it for sure.
But no, I don't want to keep everybody because we're kind of done with the Packalong. Thank you, ladies, so much. And also, thank you, Kaylani, because I know you can't be here for this.
Yeah,
but thank you, ladies, for joining. And I'm excited for the next one. I know it sounds like...
I know, I'm like, we have to
fuckery.
wait that long to do another live show for something like this.
Oh,
listen.
amazing.
But it's going to be a blast. Also, Hope, keep me informed with that Disney one that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I may join, I may not, depending.
Well, what me and the person were saying was just like it's also so simple that people can jump in and out.
They can choose, but
Yeah.
I may join you with some of those live shows possibly if you do
Yeah,
any.
I would have to just like make sure it's okay with the other person, but I'm sure they'd be fine.
And Sterling might like that too, because I may just be like, here, because Sterling has read all of what we own. I haven't touched a single one up there.
Wow.
What are you chewing, Einstein?
But
He just
yeah.
stops chewing and looks at me.
Oh,
I'm not doing anything.
red flag. No.
Doggy red flag.
Yeah.
His mouth just stops moving. He's like,
Oh.
nothing.
You gotta keep your eyes on that one.
But yes, thank you guys so much. I'm so glad everybody loves this series as much as I do.
My whole
Even
entire
though
heart.
Mel would probably give it an overall 4-star rating.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, for the series?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a 5-star.
5-star top tier series.
No doubt.
Right now, Brothersong sits as my favorite book of the year so far.
Oh,
And I want to see how long it'll sit as that.
hold on. I'm gonna give you a. I'm gonna figure out what my actual overall average rating is real quick. So we got
Okay.
5, and this one's 5.
You know what? Even though I didn't care for Feralsong, I still gave it 5 stars. I mean, not that I didn't care about it, but like it's TJ Klune. It's the series. Like
I feel like
4.
Feralsong is like the most forgetful one.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, I can see
And
that.
this one's 4. And this one's 3.5.
I just can't wait to reread this series and cry all over again.
So 4.28. So,
So a
4.25. Yeah.
So a 4-star.
That's not bad.
It's still not bad. I'm glad you
yeah.
glad you enjoyed some TJ Klune. I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy that you guys have enjoyed some TJ Klune with me.
Yes.
Because we can honestly state he is my all-time favorite author now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but thank you guys for joining us. This was a lot of fun.
Yes.
That's all I've got. If y'all liked this video, hit that thumbs up. Go subscribe to Hope and Mel's channel, and then go find Karina. Go find Karina on Instagram and follow her.
It's because it's opposite.
It's all weird. I'm like, Karina, Hope, Mel. I'm like, I don't know which way to point. But thank you guys, and remember to always be fabulously yourself. Oh boy. And in broadcast. In broadcast.